Okay, yeah, we're looking at Ruffnut. I believe that's how you say his name. He's a Plat 5 DPS player. As of the last time I saw a message, he's playing Reaper. Let's have a little gander here. So already we could be the spawn door now to get out of the spawn faster. Okay, we're AFK. Let's not be AFK. Really good. We're still AFK. Okay, we're finally leaving the spawn room. We're shooting at our own mercy. That's our mercy, dude. We're shooting our own mercy. Okay, we show our own mercy. It's alright. Sniper Reaper a little bit. We're TPing.
Cloaked in shadow.
Okay, I don't think you wanted to do this. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Right. First of all, leave the spawn room when the game starts, please. Because we just take forever. For some random reason, we want to get out of spawn fast. Another thing with Reaper is if you're coming here on the staircase to TP, against teams who are paying attention, they're going to see you here. And they're going to shoot you as you TP, and then when you get to this actual spot where you wanted to teleport to, they're just going to kill you. So, if you're really going to play Reaper on first point Dorado, you either got to flank up this staircase here and go from back here, or you got to go through this tunnel, and you got to run all the way through the tunnel and then back up through this staircase to get to this high ground. Also, I don't know why there's people on the low ground. This is weird. So first things first is our general engagement. We're not really engaging properly here. We decided to kind of put ourselves in the open and then try to TP up to them, which we don't want to do. But it's okay. Let's see. Are we going to stay on Reaper or are we going to swap? I personally would swap the Reaper. Yeah, okay, here we go. We're going to play Junkrat. Hold on, we got to do a skin check really quickly. Is this the fucking tuxedo one? Okay, this is an S tier Junkrat skin. This is S tier. Oh, check out. That's a fucking thumbnail right there. Check that out. Okay, thanks for the thumbnail. And then we go again. Walk out of spawn. Good stuff so far. Okay, we fuck our jump up. That's fine. We don't want to do that again. We're just spam down main. Okay. Spamming down main. This is fine, I guess. This Sojourn's up on this high ground. We just saw this Sojourn user slide to go up on this high ground. Look. So we're here. We're spamming, and then we see her slide. We can chase her. Use your main to go up here and fight this Sojourn, okay? Maybe not 145 HP. Press I need healing. If you get it, we wait until we get 2. We go up there, we fight the Sojourn, we one-shot combo her. I assume you know the one-shot combo. If you don't, you left-click them, and then throw a concussion mine at the same time. And then as the left-click that you had shot hits them, you blow up your mine, because they travel at the same speed. At least I think they do. I could be wrong. So yeah, we want to go up and fight this Sojourn. We don't really want this Sojourn to have like free reign of our team up on this high ground. Okay, our Moira's dead. We're on the flank. Okay, we saw this trap earlier in the game too. We should pay attention to this trap. We know there's a junk on the other team. We better look out for these traps, okay? Have to be looking out for these traps. This trap placement is actually not very good. Typically, a better Junkrat player will place it somewhere that you can't see it. So they'll place it just slightly around the corner because the hitbox extends out more than the model does. So you can like slurp people up like kind of past the wall a little bit. If you place it close enough so they can't see it. But the hitbox extends out to the actual doorway. So a good Junkrat player would place it over here or back here. But we walk up the stairs and we go in it. We should be dead here, I think. Okay, our D.Va is actually going to jump in front of us and DM for us. Very good. Throw our trap and it lands directly at our feet. So we fucked up our trap. That's okay. Okay, we're just playing like spam Junkrat gameplay. This is like just like, let's go do something, right? Let's go do something other than spam down main. Now, spamming down main isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's obviously times where spamming down main is a good strategy. But another thing I see is, are we shooting into the flux here? When does the flux happen? Right, so he pops his flux. Okay, we didn't actively shoot into it, our Bastion did. That's fine. As long as we're not shooting into the flux, that's fine. But dude, look at this. Look where they are, and look all this free high ground we can take. Right, we want to be up on this high ground. High ground is such a giant advantage. We've basically got full HP. There's no reason for us to be scared. We know where the health packs are. There's a mega over here, right? We're not scared. There's I think there's a mega here. There's either a mega or a mini over there. Right, we know where the health packs are. Let's just go up on this high ground because we want to be there, right? As long as the enemy isn't there and we're there, we have an innate advantage okay? Especially if there's enemies up here, and we go up here and we fight them, and we take high ground away, even if we don't kill them. As long as we take the high ground, it's massive. Because as long as the enemy don't have it, that's enormous because of how big of an advantage it is. So we want it. We want to go up on this high ground. Hopefully we do. We're just chucking our mines randomly down main for no reason. Not really achieving anything here. Spamming out the junk. Dude, there is a Moira stood on the cart. Like it's contested, homie. You just saw her here. See the Moira? You can see cart contested. That means someone's on the cart. The cart isn't moving. The cart isn't moving. There's a Moira. There's a Moira right here. There's a Moira there. Kill this. Kill the Moira. Turn around. Turn around, dude. The cart is contested. The cart is contested. Dude, look. The cart is contested. There's someone on the cart. Can we fuck up our mine? More random spam. Okay, I actually like this trap. That's a good trap. I like that. Thanks, Sojourn. I like this play. Kill her. Let's go. Let's commit to this. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Good. We pushed up. We saw Sojourn out of position. We realized we have our main. We go for the fight. I like it. That's really good. That was huge. Now hopefully we go back, right? We go back. We're like shooting our main. Like we're doing like a dude perfect trick shot. We want it like to arc and land on his head. Okay. Sure, I guess. I mean, I don't really see a problem with this so far. I mean, we're up a DPS. Okay, we're up way too far, to be honest. I'm kind of okay with you standing here, right? My screen's all red. Right, I'm okay with you here because if people do eventually come out, you can hide around this corner. But if people come out over here, you've obviously got, you know, you can like run down here, which isn't amazing. But if you're gonna be pushed up here, I'd prefer if you played around this corner, obviously, because what we did is we walked out here, which gave their DPS time to kind of walk through here and fight us. But if we're playing around this corner, they can't really come to us. They have to go out of position in front of our team for it to happen. Plus the cart is all the way back here, so you pushing all the way here is dangerous because you're alone. So let's play the geometry a bit more. Let's play a bit safer, play our life a bit more, and then hopefully we wouldn't have to die in this situation. Yeah, and then we get rolled for it. Kind of thought that would happen. We're walking out of spawn. Okay. Spamming over the cart, over towards the choke. Sure, no problem with that. This is fine, I guess. But like, let's be a playmaker. Let's go up, you know? Let's go do something. Let's go on a flank. Let's go. Like, this mine is pointless. This achieves nothing. This mine simply achieves nothing. If you were to kill someone here, it would be pure luck, okay? I wouldn't be mad at this if you were going for a combo. Let's see. Do you okay, let's see who you hit with the mine with a shot. So you don't even hit anyone with a shot, you just kind of randomly chuck it. If you were to shoot and hit someone, then I'm okay with you throwing this because there's actual potential you kill them. But you didn't. You just kind of chucked your mine over there and for no reason. And we need our mine because our mine is our movement ability and it's our one-shot combo. So we want to be holding onto our mines for when we need to move to a new location very quickly, or for when we need to burst someone down very quickly. All right. And right now we're not really using the mine for either of those things. So let's hold our mine a little more and actually use it for either movement or killing people, because it's not really good at anything else. Okay, losing trance. We could tire this, to be honest. Probably not, I would say, because it's 3 people. How many people do we have in this team fight? Do we have anyone in spawn? Okay, no, our whole team is here. We don't need to tire this. We're fine, actually. We're holding it. We're going to try and get him in a trap. I actually like that. Trying to get the Zen in the trap. That's actually huge. Pop tire. We don't need tire. We're 5v3 or so. We don't need the tire. Plus the transfer's ended. We can just one-shot combo the Zen down. It's fine. But we pop the tire. So this fight we used Tire and Valk and Bastionov. So we used 3 ults in a 5v3. We need to be managing our ult economy a bit more. So in the future, when you're holding tire in similar situations, think, do I really need to tire? Okay? Like, what will happen if I don't? Right? Let's evaluate. How many players do I have alive? how many do they have alive? And if they are alive, where are they? Because people can be alive, but in the spawn room, right? So we need to know where our team is, where the enemy team is, and we need to use that information to evaluate the best decision, okay? And this decision of using tire isn't the best, because we're in a 5v3, okay? And we just have overwhelming numbers, and we can just soft engage. We don't need to use any ults. And then, if we don't use ults, we have ults for next fight, when the fight is more even and it's 5v5, okay? But us using 3 ults here for a fight we had already won is pointless, because going into the next fight, the enemy are going to have their ults and we're not going to have anything to counter them, because we've already used ours for no reason, okay? So we don't need to tire this, because we're already winning. It's 5v3. So we don't need to tire there, So I would say the actual coaching advice for this is, let's evaluate what's actually happening in the team fight. Let's try and read the team fight a little better. What's going on? How many players are alive? Where are those players? What are those players doing? Do I need tire? Okay, do I really need to tire? Okay, let's think about that. And the answer is no, we didn't. We're 5v3, we're up 2 people, we don't need to use the tire. So we wasted, but that's okay. And we get comboed down. Let's actually look at this positioning a bit. So we're walking through here. Where's our D.Va? Okay. Where is our D.Va? Okay, you're in front of your D.Va. I would rather you weren't in front of your D.Va here, especially going through this choke against a Junkrat. I'd rather, actually, to be completely honest with you, I would rather you went through this way and went up to this high ground, because we're Junkrat, and not that you necessarily always want to be on high ground, especially as Junkrat, but if you're at least threatening to the enemy on the high ground, you're going to be able to build a ton of space for your team, because they're going to be worried about your potential one-shot combo. So we want to be up on this high ground. Plus, it's just naturally an advantage being up on this high ground. There's a lot more we can do up here. So I would rather you went up and tried to take this high ground. But we walk through the choke and we end up getting comboed down. Okay, what I'm starting to realize is in these lower ranks, players fail to take the initiative a lot. So, like, let's look at what's happening. So we have a D.Va standing on the cart, we have a Bastion on the cart, we have a Junkrat on the cart, we have a Mercy on the cart, and we're all just standing here on the cart. And then we have got... okay, then we've got Moira, like, being, like, Elastigirl or something. I don't really know what's going on here. We've got Moira and Spawn, and us 4 on the cart, okay? And there's one Sigma here, who's massively out of position, by the way. But let's take some initiative, right? What can we do? Right? Maybe I can go on this flank angle and spam down here, right? That's super annoying for them, because then they have to turn. And if we make these players turn and focus us, then that gives our team an opportunity to open up and move forward, because they're not getting focused down as hard. So even just going here, spamming, or going up on this high ground, because then we can spam down, we have the safety of the high ground, we can pick the engagement timings, obviously, and then if people want to come up here and challenge us, then we're threatening the high ground, right? We don't want to give it to them for free, so we want to at least be dangerous up here, plus the massive advantage that it gives us regardless, the ability to pick when we want to fight people by going in and out, spamming down, things like that. So we want to be up on this high ground, right? We need to be taking this high ground, but we don't. We're standing on cart now. Okay, we kind of waste our minds and then we die. It is what it is. We got flux that happens. Now, it wouldn't have happened had we been on the high ground, but our team still would have probably lost, so it's not because we're going way too far out, dude. Like, our team is still dead. Let's not go so far out, right? We're staggering. Let's not go in, right? There's no reason to go in. So let's see what happens. We walk out of spawn. Our D.Va is dead. We have 3 people still in who are trying to leave. Our Bastion is fighting. We're mining out. Our Moira just dies. Now we're up here shooting Flux. Don't shoot Flux. This is terrible. This is actually, like... this can be the difference between Sigma living and killing your whole team and him dying instantaneously, is shooting the Flux. Don't. It gives him a shitload of overshield. Do not ever shoot Flux. There's never, ever a reason to ever shoot Flux. It is always bad. Never shoot the Flux. Okay, and then our Bastion's dead. We should be going backwards here, because we don't want to die. If we die, we stagger. We don't want to stagger. But we're spamming. I'm okay with spam, especially with Junkrat. But let's do it in some safety, right? This Sojourn's kind of a threat. Let's do it where somewhere this Sojourn can't kill us, right? Let's go further back, maybe. Let's go, like, back here over the fountain, right? Shoot it over the fountain, okay? Or go back here and then shoot from spawn, right? Just be somewhere where we're not so out in the open, especially when we're down so many players. Like, look, we have Mercy, Junk, and D.Va out of spawn. Our Moira is still respawning, and our Bastion are still respawning. That's 5v3. If this team wanted to just walk on you and kill you all, they could and stagger you super hardcore. So we don't really want to be up this far because we don't want to get staggered. But we're spamming. Shoot Sigma. Just kill the Sigma. Don't mine him away, because this is saving his life. By booping him with the mine, you save him, okay? Just kill him. Just left click him. Left click. You only want to use the mine if you're finishing someone, right? If you aren't finishing someone with mine, don't use it on them, okay? So look, this Sigma is like hard Wing into your team. Kill him. Straight up just kill this Sigma. And don't use your concussion mine, because your concussion mine boops a lot more than your primary fire does. So just left click this Sigma to death. Stand in this corner so the Sojourn doesn't spam you. And shoot Sigma, right? Look how out of position this guy is. This guy can die. Right? So we're talking about target priority now. We're prioritizing the wrong targets, right? I know you want to go for the Soldier one and the Junk because they're squishy targets and you think they're easier to kill. But look at the Sigma, right? Look where the Sigma is. Look how out of position he is. Think about it. If he wants to leave, what does he have to do? Well, he has to flux, first of all, and he has to use his shield. We already know, I don't think he has flux, right? He already used it. So he's got 5 seconds on flux, but he's got a full HP shield. Okay? We want to kill him before he gets that flux back. Right? Because we saw him use it earlier. So we just kill the Sigma. Look how out of position he is. He has nowhere to go. The only way he could live is if he throws shield up. And if he does, hopefully your team walks through it and just kills him. Okay? He should die. He's so out of position. Shoot Sigma here, right? Just shoot him. Even if it doesn't matter that he's a tank, he's out of position, we want to kill him. But look, the boop kind of saves him, right? Because look what this boop does to him. Okay, well, I mean, not really, actually. If he got booped by this, he should have just accepted it and then played this side of the fountain to back out. But instead, he, like, opens himself back up to it. But we also boop ourselves away from him, meaning we can't land as many shots. So the boop, if this was a good Sigma player, he would have used the boop to get back into position. And you would have booped yourself away from him, meaning you couldn't do damage to him as consistently anymore, meaning he's more likely to survive. So our concussion mine could have been the reason he lived here. I think he would have lived regardless, but we're using concussion mine too prematurely, okay? We want to use it to actually kill people, okay? It's our finishing move. A bit like Genji, right? You typically want to use your dash as your finishing move to kill people because it's also your escape ability, okay? But here, there's obviously times where you want to use dash to get onto people. Similar with Junkrat mine where you want to mine 2 people, okay? But that's fine because you have 2 charges of mine. But we don't want to use it to boop, right? We don't want to save this guy's life and boop him away. We want to use it to kill people, right? Because if we're standing, like, for example, if I'm up in the Sigma's face and I'm left-clicking him, he can't do anything about it unless he wants to just throw his shield up because he doesn't have flux, right? So I'm just shooting him, can't do anything about it unless he wants to shoot me back. However, if I throw concussion mine at him and I blow up, I get blown up back this way and he gets blown up back this way. And then all of a sudden, I'm all the way back here and I need to land my slow projectile at this distance, right? Instead of this distance. This is way easier to hit the Sigma obviously from right here than it is all the way back here, okay? Okay, obviously this Moira's coing. We just want to wait out the co, play the cover, wait out the co. Once the co is done, engage with your team, close the distance on someone, right? We want to make our shots as easy as possible, right? So what we want is this co to finish, right? And even then, we could probably kill this Moira, to be honest. If you're confident, you can, like, peek out from this corner and go for the combo. But if it doesn't work, that doesn't mean, like, walk into the Moira, obviously. The co is quite threatening sometimes, especially in this kind of elo. Play your corner, make sure she doesn't kill you. If she gets greedy and engages into your team, and obviously out of positions, then obviously you can fight her, but, again, playing the cover. So we want to be playing this cover so the co doesn't kill us. But once the co is done, hopefully our team closes the distance, and then we can engage on these people here, right? The Zen out of position, Junkrat out of position, okay? The Zen has got miles to go before he's in safety. Obviously, he can turn this corner and just walk back here. But if we're hard engaging on him, and we're up here with him, we got up here, then he's got to run all the way in here, and then when he's in here, he's isolated, right? So we don't want the Zenyatta to be here, because we don't want him discording our team, and he's also a free kill once his co is done. So what I want to see is I want us to play this cover until the co is done. right? Another big thing about this elo, we need to play our geometry better, the walls and the corners and such. We want to wait for this code to finish. We don't want to get greedy. We need to be patient. And then once it's done, I want you to hard engage on the out of position targets. So let's see what we do. Okay, good. Really good. Okay, we go for the combo in the Moira. We mess it up. We retreat back to cover. We play nice and safe. We don't die. Perfect. Really good. Okay. The Zen is in a slightly better spot now, but still in a bad spot. We don't have any info on him yet, though. Walking up. I like this. We're taking an angle different to the rest of our team. So our Moira's over here DPSing, being a Moira player. We just D.Va bombed as she was fighting on this side of the cart. So their D.Va was over here fighting, and your team was shooting at her. And then we decided, I don't want to really be behind that D.Va, to be honest. So you've come over here to spam them at a different angle. Really good. I like you taking that different angle. Really, really good. Again, we're using our concussion mine too prematurely, right? This concussion mine never would have killed the Sigma. Now, obviously, it's booped him out into the open, which is really good. But had you made a mistake and booped him back into his team, it would have been really, really bad. So obviously, it's situational to boop people. If you're really, really confident with being able to boop them into a bad spot, then it can be good. But in most cases, especially around the rank we're in right now, Plat 5, I think we should be focusing a little bit more on consistency here. So let's focus on you just getting good with using our mines to kill people and to move into places we want to be. And then as we rank up a little and get a little better, then we can start using our mine a little more creatively to boop people out of position and such, right? But for now, let's just focus on being consistent. And that is with killing people with mine. So when they're around 120 HP, I believe it does. So if they're around 120 health, you can mine them. Or if we want to move around the map a little bit and gain some verticality, or just move to a certain position faster, then we want to use it that way. But other than that, we don't really want to be using our mine for anything else right now. So let's see what happens. We're spamming. Now we're back on this kind of default-y angle, especially with the Sojourn ult. Again, think about it if we were on high ground, okay? If we were on high ground, think of the wonders that can happen. We're spamming down on this Sojourn. Say Sojourn wants to come up and kill us. She needs to use her slide cooldown and her jump cooldown, and not a soul on our team can get up here to help her. Then, you're engaging in a 1v1 with an ulting Sojourn, which you will probably lose because she's OP, right? And if you're fighting her, that means that Sojourn isn't shooting your team, okay? Giving your Mercy time to res, giving your team, you know, obviously time to reposition and such. Plus, if she doesn't come up here, then you still have just free reign to spam down on your team. When we're on this default angle, it makes the Sojourn really easy to just be shooting down main. Oh, there's a Junkrat. Okay. Down main, down on the angle I was looking at. I don't really have to be thinking about my, you know, what's beside me, behind me, above me, things like that, because they're right in front of me and they're defaulting. So let's take another angle here, preferably up on this high ground. But again, over here by this baby D.Va is fine too, because we're just, you know, general spam with Junkrat is always good if you're going to be doing it. So defaulting a little too hard here, which is, okay, explanation of defaulting. Defaulting is basically, essentially the way the cart moves, right? The cart's going to go up here, through here. This is like the default path people will take, okay? That's the default path of the map. However, look at all these angles that we could be taking, right? Be over here, up on this high ground, over here, and this bank, right? We can do this flank route into the bank, go up here, right? So many other places we can be up here. But the default route is just this road up here, take this corner, and we're in, right? That's defaulting. We want to avoid doing it. But when people autopilot, they tend to default, right? And we want to be not defaulting all the time. Sometimes it's good to default, but in this kind of situation, no defaulting here, especially when these angles are free. Like this high ground is free, all this over here is completely free. We don't need to contest anyone for it. We can just take it. We want to be taking these nice angles, especially for our team. Okay, good trap. Just toss it into the middle of the team. I'm not mad at it. People will break it in higher elos, so obviously we'll want to place it in like around corners and such where we think people are going to go. So just like generally throwing it, I think you're throwing it at the Zen to try and get him trapped in while he's tranced. If that's what you were going for, it was a good idea. Trap him, and then when he's out of trance, you just combo him down. That was a good idea. But I like this. We're going on this nice angle now. This is good. Going for the combo on the Moira. So really good. Now we made a mistake. We didn't hit the left click. right? Which is obviously unfortunate. However, we've taken this nice angle. They're not looking at us. We walk up to try and get closer to make the combo a little easier. We go for the combo on the Moira, and even though we've messed up and we've made a mistake and we haven't managed to finish the Moira, it's incredible that we've decided to take this angle and go for it, because had we done it, we would have killed Moira and it would have been huge. Plus, we're on this nice angle now and we're chilling, and I really like that you went for this. This is a really good play. We're going back now. We don't have to go all the way back. Okay, this is good. I like this spam. This is a nice place to be. That Sojourn's scary though. We want to... yeah. Okay, the Sojourn's closing the distance. She doesn't want to do this, right? We're not scared of this Sojourn anymore. We got a Mercy pocket. She's out of position wildly. We're in a safe little building. We have plenty of corners to play. We want to fight the Sojourn. Close the distance on her. Oh, there's a Zen behind us. Okay, I didn't know there was a Zen behind us. Oh, I think he kills us, probably. Okay, where did we just take damage from? Look at the Zen, right? Sound cues. Think about the sound cue. What do we hear, right? Listen. Right, we hear the Zen right click, and we take a shitload of damage. Think about it. I'm in this room. Where can this Zenyatta be? For me to take damage like that, where can he be? Well, he's not in front of me, so he didn't shoot me head on. Well, he must be to my right. And if he's to my right, that means he's in this doorway. And if he's in this doorway, he's got nowhere to go, and I'm a Junkrat in a little room with him, and I've got a Mercy pocket. We just fight the Zen, and we kill him, and we win. This is an easy 1v1 for us. Please go for this. Okay, we booped him, we didn't do our combo, and then we save his life because of the boop. Don't tire this, don't tire this. Okay, like, evaluate, right? Let's evaluate. Our Mercy has just died, our D.Va is just back from spawn, our Bastion is still in spawn, and our Moira is still in spawn, right? We need to evaluate. Let's say you kill 2 people here, and you die, it doesn't matter, right? Because your team still aren't back from spawn yet. But we kill 3. That's insane that this has managed to work. That's actually insane. But it worked. This is a giant play. This is huge. But we're focusing on consistency in these lower ranks. So even though this is an amazing play, this wouldn't have worked in a higher elo because you would have died incredibly quickly. This play never should have happened, right? But this is a massive play. Although I want us to be focusing on consistency, and this is not a consistent play that can be made, so I would advise against doing this, but this is a big play. This is huge. You probably just won the fight for doing this. But this is more of a luck thing than anything, because the whole team is there and they're just not killing you, so we got lucky. W, 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 W. Close the distance. Go up here. W, right? Look at how out of position these guys are. We just walk up here, and we shoot. Okay, where does he want to go? Okay, he's going to slide away, right? And then, there we go, got a new corner to play. I'm in and out, spamming shots like this. Oh, I want to go up on the high ground now. I can spam shots down like this. Right, these guys are free kills if we just take a nice path. If we default down main, Sojourn kills us. We get Discord and we get blasted. So let's go up here, this nice little wall where she can't kill us, and then we have a little corner to play, and if she runs away, that's fine. We have a new little corner to play, and we play here, right? Play these corners a little bit better than we are. If we run down main, I think she might kill us. Playing behind cart. We don't need to be scared of these guys. We have nothing to be scared of. I like this jumping over the cart though, without out positions, guys. Go for the combo. Mess up. Killer. Big. Big. Okay. There was a better way to do this, but yeah, huge. She hard fed into your team. I like it. Sitting on the cart. No complaints here. I like this on the cart. I would rather we went up on the high ground here. Okay, we're going on a flank. Okay, we could be out. Oh, big. Okay, yeah, we got to hit our mains more. Right, so let's see what actually goes on here. So we're going on a flank, an off angle. I like this. This is a huge play. We see the Moira. Go for the combo. Now we blow up our main too early, so we can be a little more confident in our main. We don't need to blow up the main instantly. It's fine. We can just wait. We can watch it. Be careful. So we mess up our combo, so we want to practice this combo more. We want to gain a little more confidence on Junkrat, which is fine. Which all it takes is some playtime and understanding the character a little more, which is all good. Once we get a better understanding of that, these things will be a little easier. Throw our main out. We hit her. We go for the combo. That was really big. Huge attempt at the combo. No fade. Hard engage on her because we're DPS. Killer. Massive. Let's go back to our team, get some healing, or let's go for the mega. Let's do one of them.
I'm having a memorable time.
teabagging the Moira, and then we die to Junkrat Trap because we have an ego. I'm disappointed. Listen, honestly, I love the teabag though. This teabag is based. This is based. I like this. But there's a trap here, dude. You can see this. You gotta... Okay, right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, dude, a little more awareness. Okay, next time, let's look out for Junkrat traps before we teabag. Also, let's get full HP before we do it as well. Let's just get the mega and then we can teabag, okay? I'm all for the teabag. I love the teabag here. This is a good play, but let's be a little more aware before we do it, because this could be the difference between you winning a fight and you losing a fight. And that fight could be the difference between you winning the game and you losing the game. Let's be aware before we teabag. Okay, and then we walk into the trap. Our team is winning. That doesn't excuse what we just did. So we're coming out of spawn here. We do our little movement combo. Very good. Ooh, I like this angle. I would prefer you were up on the high ground, but I like you taking this angle over here.
For a price.
Good. Spamming down. Now, think about this, right? Look at this angle we've got. This is nice, right? But wouldn't it be easier if you were up closer, hitting people? Like, imagine you were here and you were shooting down. Like, it's way easier to hit people here, right? Than it is from all the way back here. We want a close distance. Junkrat is really good at close range, okay? Because his projectiles are enormous. So let's close the distance, especially by taking high ground. Now, let's say you didn't take high ground. You can still go over here and do it, right? Spam here. Or you can go all the way here and do it. These are much nicer places than where we are. So on Junkrat, let's focus on closing the distance a little more. But I'm not necessarily mad at it. We don't need to use two mines here. There's no point using two mines. I want to know what we use the two mines for. So we get our second mine, throw out the floor, we go for it, and then we instantly go for it again. Now, let's evaluate what would happen, right? Let's say we use our two mines, and then we land, like, in the middle of our team. Now we're here, and we don't have any mines. So we can't run away, and we can't one-shot combo people anymore. Right? Had we used one mine and gone up on this high ground, I'm all for it. I love that play. That's a huge play. One mine up on this high ground, that's based, okay? Two mines up onto this high ground is Pepega. We don't do that, okay? Because we want to hold on to a mine. We want one mine to be an emergency mine. Hold on to one at all times until you're better at the hero and you're better at reading the team fight, okay? Because right now we're not really in a place to be reading the team fight well enough to where we know what cooldowns we need to have. So let's always hold on to a mine for a while. An emergency mine for if we need it. We can use it to escape. We can use it to combo someone down quickly if we need to. But for now, let's hold on to one mine at all times. Unless we 100% need it, okay? Because had we gone up here and there was an enemy here and we don't have a mine, then we're just relying on our left click to try and kill him. And maybe if you're really confident in your left click, you can do it. But it would be nicer if we had the mine, right? So we don't need to use two mines here. This is a waste of a mine, but we use it. And then we actually move 0 distance. So we've used two mines to stay in the same place. Fantastic play. Look, close some distance, dude. This is way easier if we just walk up here and we're a little closer, right? We don't need to be so far away. Nothing to be scared of. Okay, our D.Va dies. The Mei wall here. We are doubling on the cart. Okay, I mean, no complaints. I would rather we were up on, you know, this angle up here. Right, I'd rather we were up there and we could like run through here and spam down, or we had gone like all the way around here and spammed. But again, just getting the car progress. I'm not mad at just getting this free car progress. Random traps again. We need to work on our trap placement a little bit too. I like that you go for the mid fight plays where you're throwing it like on the floor mid-fight in hopes that someone walks into it and then you can combo them down easier. I like that. But like, he's just like randomly throwing traps into the middle of nowhere is kind of pointless. Okay, my dog is here. His name is Charlie. He's a professional Junkrat player, so he's here to help me with the Junkrat coaching. You can stop sniffing the microphone now, Charlie. Okay, here we go. Sorry if you hear some dog noises. It is what it is, right? We move on. So what we doing here? Okay, close the... okay, I'd rather we close the distance, right? We want to close the distance on this Sojourn. And let's take, like, a nicer angle than this, right? We're just walking down main. Think of all the other places we could be. You could be up on this high ground. We could go over here. There's a little spot to jump on the high ground over here. I'm not super mad at the defaulting though. You are up 2. It's fine. I'm fine with this actually. This isn't a super big deal. It's quite a distance to go for the combo though. Like we can go closer and then try, right? We don't have to be so far away when we try this. We can walk closer to people. Just because you're Junkrat doesn't mean you need to be a million miles away from the people you're shooting at, right? Right? You can, like, close some distance. Let's get closer, right? Treat Junkrat a bit like a shotgun hero, right? Shotgun heroes can obviously shoot people from further away than they intend to, but it's easier to shoot people close up. Okay, random spam wins the game. Nice. That was intentional. Right, oh, big boop into your team. Big. You didn't mean for this to happen, right? You're wasting your main again, but this is cool. Ooh, big. That was a huge combo. Like, if you're pulling shit off like this consistently, if you're this good with main, where you know you can boop him into your team like this, you know, that's a big play. But if you're just randomly chucking main at him, bad, okay? Remember, we're plat 5. We want to be consistent first. We don't want to use this mine here. We can just shoot him, right? Because had it gone wrong, you could have booped him out and saved him. You probably wouldn't have. He probably would have died regardless. But that's not the point. We want consistency. So we didn't have to mine this guy the first time, but we did. We end up killing him. Pushing cart here. Random Junkrat spam. Like, with Junkrat, you can always be shooting, right? Let's just be shooting at the spawn door. Why not? There's no reason for us not to be shooting right now. Just shoot. Also, we reload too much. We don't need to reload. We've got 4 things left. That's more than enough to kill someone. We don't need to reload yet. There we go. Random spam on the cart. Yep. Right. No, but, like, think about it, though. Imagine we were up on this high ground, though. Like, imagine we were up here and we were spamming. That'd be way better. Also, there's a flanking Sojourn. Let's see how we deal with this. So we hear the voice line. We should just turn around. Let's turn around. We don't turn around. We hear the Sojourn shooting. You were out of that flux, but apparently not. We also still haven't turned around yet, and we can still hear the Sojourn. Okay, I don't know if we're not listening for sound cues, or the game just isn't loud enough for us to hear them. But let's be paying attention to the sound cues, right? We hear the Sojourn ult, right? And let's say we miss that, but we can hear the railgun shooting behind us. So let's turn around. Let's be like, there's a flanking Sojourn that's really dangerous to me and my team, and if I go on her, there's big potential I kill her, and we go up in the fight. Now, we probably would have lost anyway because they were fluxing us, but, you know, had they not fluxed, if we went for the Sojourn and killed her, that would have been huge. So we need to be clearing that flank angle a bit more, especially when we're hearing those sound cues. We waste D.Va Bomb. Interesting play. Up on this high ground, I like this. Not running through main. Okay, we're aware. Randomly chucking mine again. We're wasting mine. We don't need to use mine there. Like, okay, I want you to think, right? Because the only way you actually get better at something is you actually understand what I'm telling you, okay? I could tell you a million things, but if you don't understand them, you're never going to be able to apply them, or you're never going to understand why I say things or why that will make you better, okay? So we need to understand. So I want you to evaluate, like, look at this play. Look at this mine. We peek out, we throw in. What is the purpose of this mine? Why did you throw it? What does it achieve? Okay? What was its purpose? Now, I'll never know, right? I don't know why you threw this mine, but I know that you shouldn't have done it. Now, you might have evaluated in your head that it was a good reason to throw this mine, but it wasn't, right? Really think about it. What does throwing this mine actually achieve? Nothing. Nothing happens. All we do is we use mine for no reason. We're short. We're 1 mine short now that we should have, and we just randomly use it for no reason. So let's understand why that's for no reason, okay? The Sigma is here. He's full HP. If you throw mine at him and it hits him and you blow him up, nothing happens. He takes some damage and then he's just completely okay again. Because he's got his team with him, right? He's got his Moira down here and his Zen down here. He's fine. Nothing will happen. All you will do is you will use a mine and it will achieve nothing. So let's evaluate our cooldown usage before we use them. So we use our mine, grab the mini, walking back up. Our Bastion's dead. Oh, a bit of hesitation there. right? We just go for it. We see her, we go for it. Right, we're close enough. Also, had we not used that main, right, look what happens here, right? We use the main, we don't have a main anymore. If she were to come back and fight us, we don't have a main to fight her, and we don't have a main to escape. Right? That's really bad. So you're starting to see how this one main that we had wasted on that Sigma earlier, right, is now possibly going to be the reason we die. Let's see if they actually try. So, Monkey kills Zen, Sojourn kills Monkey, and then Mercy reses Bastion. So what's the fight? Is it 4v4? Looking like 4v4 now, right? Let's evaluate. Bastion, Mercy, Junkrat, Moira. Yeah, it's 4v4. I'm 50-50 with the tire. I don't like where you're starting it, right? Because you can see everyone is looking here. If we're gonna tire, let's do it somewhere a little more safely, right? Because if we tire and we run it out here, well then they've got Moira, Junkrat, and Sigma all shooting at your low HP tire. But had you tired over here, you could run it down here, right? And they've got no time to react and you blow them up, right? Or you run it across up on the high ground and they don't see it and you can drop it down on them. But through here, if you're going to run your tire through main, they're just going to see it and they're going to shoot it. Especially better players, and you're not going to get away with that. So let's start developing better uses of tire. Let's see where we're going to use it. So we're running down main, 100 HP tire, and then it's instantly broken. Just like I said it probably would be, right? But had you tired over here, you could have went all the way down here. You would have seen them. Oh, okay, well, you know, I see them here. Oh, let's say they're like over here now. They've heard the tire and they've run back here. Okay, well then I can run over here, and then I'm here, and then I can come out and fight them. But like when you're tiring here, everyone can see this, right? If you jump your tire out, where is your tire gonna go for safety before it gets to your target? It's got nowhere. It has to run across here. And then, even if it gets here, this Junkrat knows it's coming here, and he's going to jump away. And they're all going to jump away, and they know it's coming, right? But from here, it's going to get to them so quickly that they can't react fast enough, especially not the Sigma, right? Junk can obviously mine away, Moira can fly away, and Sojourn can, like, turn into a jet and fly away as well, right? So let's evaluate our, you know, tire a bit more, because we didn't really do that. Alright, broke tire, we AFK. We're upset. That's fine. Wipe the tears. Tears have been wiped. Go on the high ground. This is based. I like this. There's a trap. Good, he sees it. Paying attention. Okay. So, we just went up on this high ground, broke the tire, and then instantly jumped off the high ground. Why? Why did we... This is the first time we've taken high ground all game, and we instantly jumped down. There was no reason for us to do this. Now we're on the low ground. Okay, we're blowing up the main too early again. We were going for the Zen, blow the main too early. Our Bastion is dead to tire. We're up on high ground now, though. And we can hear someone walking to our left. Like, we can hear this. She's just... What the fuck is going on in this rank? Wait, what's actually happening? Look at this, dude. What is going on here? Look at this, dude. Look at that. Okay, doesn't matter. Right, so let's see. Are we going to shoot the Sojourn? Going for an out. We don't have a mine because we're wasting our mines. So we're just randomly chucking your mine. Imagine we hadn't wasted those mines, right? Look at this waste of a mine that we throw. Right, so we're here. We have 2 mines. We'll go for the combo. Blow up the mine too early. That's fine. We got 1 mine, though. We're up on the high ground. So we just hold this mine. We don't need to use this mine. Randomly throw mine. This achieves literally nothing. Had you hit her, she would have lived. Now we don't have a mine to fight Sojourn. We're down a mine. Now we just have to rely on our left clicks. And we're dead because we wasted those mines. You know, again, we're starting to see the mines kind of killed us, that we're wasting them, but we wasted them. And to be honest, I'll be real, that we're halfway through the game. And I'll be real with you, I think we've already coached like a lot and enough. I don't want the video to be too long. I don't want to give you too much information, because if I do, then obviously there's going to be a little too much to digest. So let's go over some of the things that we should really be learning here. What are the takeaways from this? First of all, we need to be playing cover more, okay? We need to play our walls more. So let's go back so we get this round thing on our screen. So over here with the Coing Moira earlier in the game, right? We're playing the corner really well. really, really good, right? We like that. We liked playing this corner, but sometimes we didn't do it, okay? Sometimes we're just defaulting down in the open. We're shooting. This is bad, right? We want to be playing the corners more, right? I'm safe here, and I'm not safe here, right? So I'm safe. I poke out to shoot a little bit, and then I come back to safety, right? But if I'm here and I'm shooting, and they shoot me back, I'm going, oh no, I need to run all the way back here. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You can just be playing the corner, and you're nice and safe. So that's number 2. Third thing, play the high ground more and take the off angles and the flanks. Let's be a little more confident to take this high ground, right? Think of how powerful this high ground is. It's really, really powerful, especially for the enemy team, okay? We don't want the enemy team to have that power. We want that power. So we need to go up here and abuse it, okay? If it's available, we abuse it. If it's not available, we fight for it, okay? We want this high ground, we take it. If we don't want to go on the high ground, instead we want to go on an off angle, we can flank this way, right? Go on a nice little flank, spam down here. There's a mega, play down here on the mega, we're fine. Okay, things like this. Take this high ground, play this angle over here. You were doing this earlier. Team was fighting down here, right? Really good. You were over here spamming. Now, obviously, we want to close the distance. That's another thing. As Junkrat, close the distance a bit more. Okay, it's much easier to shoot people at close range than it is at far range, right? So let's have a look. If you're this Mercy and this is the Moira, look how this isn't necessarily an easy kill, but it's way easier than had you been over here like you were most of the game, randomly shooting from miles away, okay? So again, close the distance as Junkrat, take those off angles and go for the high grounds, play the corners a bit more. Let's evaluate our team's position and the team fight, okay? Let's look around at what's going on, right? So if we're over here, and let's say this Mercy is us, right? We're chilling here, right? And then we want to tire. So we look and we go, I don't know, right? I look at the scoreboard and I go, I don't know. I can see my monkeys respawning. I can see all 5 players on the enemy team are alive. I can only see 3 of them. So maybe 2 of them are in spawn, but did I see them die earlier? Like, am I looking at the kill feed? Did I press tab recently? So we want to press tab more, look at the kill feed more, right? So we can get more information, right? Information is super important. Right, well, let's say, no, I didn't see them die earlier, and I didn't see them recently respawn. So I can assume they're alive and they're somewhere. Okay, well, where's my team? I can see the monkey's dead, so we're down a player. I turn around, I don't really see anyone behind me, and I don't see anyone up on this high ground. You know, is there someone up here? Oh, yeah, look at this. I've got a Moira up here who's just, like, starting to, like, I don't even know what's going on here. What the fuck is happening? Right, it doesn't matter. Right? Okay, well, I've got one person with me that I really know about, right? So I probably shouldn't tire here, right? Things like that. That's how we evaluate a team fight, okay? Want to be doing that more. Obviously, and the last thing, most importantly, I would say for Junkrat is, especially for Junkrat, obviously, is let's become consistent with our main usage. We need to understand why we use our mains, when to use our mains, the purpose of our mains, things like that. And as we become better and better with Junkrat, let's become more consistent with Junkrat. Once that happens, we can become more creative with them, right? But for now, we're focusing on consistency. So if we're not using main to kill people, to finish them off, I mean, it's bad. And if we're not using it for movement, it's bad, okay? Obviously, we want to hold on to an emergency main at all times, so we have 2 available at all times. If we use one, we only want to use the last one if we need it, right? So let's think, do we really need this main, okay? Let's think about that. So, do we need the main or not? If yes, you can use the main, right? Whether it's to escape or to kill someone, that's fine. But if we don't need it, then you go, maybe I can just get away with left clicks here, okay? And then we can use the main when we need it, okay? Things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's a ton of information. Even just through 8 minutes, we've learned a lot. And honestly, I think that'll be enough. I think once you advance a little better and you get better at the game, you get better at Junkrat especially, you can submit another VOD. And once you do, we'll go over a little bit of your Junkrat gameplay again. Or let's say you want to use another hero, we can obviously look at that as well. Because we're not talking just about Junkrat here, we're talking about fundamentals. A lot of the stuff I've said can be applied to any hero. Obviously, depending on the role, things will differ slightly. But as a general rule, a lot of this applies to every hero, not just Junkrat, okay? So we can really take away quite a lot of info from this. So in the future, once you've applied a lot of this, we're going to look back at another VOD. We're going to see where the improvement has happened. where there's still weakness, we'll focus on the weakness and we'll improve on that, okay? And then across the board, we'll improve, we'll get better, we'll rank up, we'll win more games, we'll run into new problems, we'll make new mistakes, we'll evaluate those mistakes. And then, once you become good enough at the game to evaluate your own mistakes, you won't need a coach anymore, okay? Easy peasy, dude. Thanks for watching. Check the comment on how to submit a VOD, because I want to do more of this. This is really fun. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Mwah.